We back.
We're in the building. Look at us. And all our black excellence. Look at this. Look at who we have on today.
Look at us.
Look at God.
Look at that.
Won't he do it?
There's somebody here.
Look at.
It's somebody right here.
Y'all usually see us side by side, but today it's a little bit different.
We got a sandwich going on.
It's a little,
A
okay.
little Oreo going on.
Queen sandwich.
Come on.
I love it, Black Queens. And we have not only, come on, this is the humbleness for me. It's the humbleness for me. Mr. Nathaniel Jaye is in the building, you guys.
I mean,
can we give a round of applause for the one and the only Mr. Nathaniel Jaye, the epitome of hair? Come on, give me the one.
The epitome of hair.
The epitome of hair. You think black hair? You think Nathaniel Jaye? Okay, it gives.
Come on. I'm just an old Joe, you know.
Oh God!
Don't you be modest here.
Booked and busy. He's booked and busy. Try to book an appointment.
I am a poor boy too. I have no gifts to bring.
Not little drummer boy, okay? He is booked and busy, bi-coastal busy, okay? You cannot get an appointment with this man. You cannot get in, okay? He's booked, he's busy, and he's fabulous. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Booked and busy, thank you. Cha-ching again. Because I usually get the dollar signs, but it's just for you today.
Sound effect.
You look him up on maps, you get $3,
$4
signs.
This is upscale.
Up your price range to book.
Okay, he is booked.
Don't waste his time.
6 months out.
Okay, so we're moving on.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have a tendency to go on and on.
Welcome to the show, though.
Back,
Thank you for coming.
It's good to be here, though.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Women are gorgeous. Come on.
Don't hype me up.
I mean, you know.
Oh, come on. It's the hyping.
Have you found that one?
Oh, we're going to talk about that. Because it's never going to happen. I'm going to be single forever. No, Jesus come back. It's going to be forever and ever. The Lord going to come on my
wedding day. Word on the street is, but she's the word on the street.
Anywho, how is everyone today?
She likes to move on from that.
Checking in.
Housewives of Forsyth County.
Oh God, we're checking in. Phanice, how are you today?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm in the place to be.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here yet another day in the land of the living.
Yes.
Okay, so I am here. I'm so hungry, excited. But I'm all right.
This is the hour to eat too.
This is the hour now. All I had was an egg and cheese biscuit and some fries this morning. That was it.
God. Where did that come from?
Bojangles.
Ugh.
I know. I was kind of disgusted with myself as well. I know. I'm sorry.
I don't like Biscuitville either, though.
Biscuitville.
I don't like it.
The biscuits have become dry.
I was about to say the biscuits can be better.
Yeah.
It's flour.
If I go to breakfast, I want to go sit down, like at First Watch or
I can't. Yeah,
Famous Toastery.
Well, you are bougie.
She is.
And
First Watch, she said.
First Watch or
it's both of them. It's both of them. EA.
You like First Watch, EA?
He likes First Watch.
I do, but it is a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Anywho,
Production.
You
Production is high end. Production is sought after as well. Well, this is another conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. About you, Brittany. How are you?
I'm good. I couldn't be better. Life is grand.
Well, you look amazing.
Doesn't she? I told her.
You look like a woman that's kept.
Come on.
And we're moving on. How
are you?
She
looks pure.
How was our guest today?
Too.
Thank you, friend.
She is. She's a married woman, honey.
Oh, so you getting that on a regular.
She is married.
Oh, yeah, she's getting that on a regular.
I am.
Very married.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for noticing that I am.
Yes.
I'm blushing.
Ain't nothing wrong with keeping it spicy.
However,
what about our sister over here, though?
Anyway, how are you?
The streets are calling.
How is everything?
The streets are calling my name.
I'm
going to the streets.
What is new? Tell us what's new.
I don't know if there's anything new. I'm just maintaining and just doing me and working and doing that thing, sending out resumes. The film industry is opening back up. I actually just one of the films that I worked on back in January, maybe I think that was. The editing is completed and it just got finished with the coloring and I'm excited to see it. So they're doing some type of. She just submitted to a few film festivals.
Wow!
Yeah,
big film.
I've never known anyone in the film industry before, but it's fine.
I don't know anyone in the film industry either.
But you are. You are in the film.
But
it's just something new.
This is the first movie you've worked on, though.
No.
This is one of many films.
I'm Wendy Williams.
Staring into you.
What other film?
It's just small films. I think it's always good to start small. Independent indie films are always a good thing, and I really that's where the connections are made. That's where you meet all the talent. Normally those people who are working on the bigger multi-million-dollar productions don't have time for you. However, it's the little people, like us. We're starting small. Well, I can't really say y'all are too little because y'all, look at this. Wow. This is Winston-Salem? Wow. I feel like I'm a part of the crew.
Well, but you are.
But you are. To let you know, you are our first guest.
Yes, you are our first guest.
Our very first
guest on this show.
Well, that makes it even more scary.
We've never had a guest here.
Yes.
So we like to treat everybody right.
I should have brought wine.
Yes.
I keep it in my trunk.
Come on. Be ready. So you don't have to get ready.
Come in ready.
You never know when the celebration is going to happen.
You never know.
We provide cups complimentary.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that production. I appreciate that. That's always so good to know. See, that's why. See, listen, this man knows what he's doing.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
EA, how are you?
How are you, EA?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's been a busy week so far.
But that's a good thing, right?
Great.
It's a hell of a great thing.
I see this man everywhere. He's all over social media.
Everybody knows.
I told him that.
Everybody knows him.
I
literally said that. It's hard to find a person in the city that doesn't know that. He don't even grow up here. He wasn't even from here.
I met him. When I met you maybe like 3 years ago in a little group, a little social group.
Yeah.
A little social group. Yeah.
It's about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. He does more networking than I do, and I've lived here my whole life.
I mean, it was a lot moving from out of state, and you just want to find your community as quickly as possible.
I guess.
So, and that was a struggle for me. That was hard for me.
Really?
And I moved here at the age of 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Delaware.
I moved here from Delaware.
I think I knew that though.
I'm from Delaware.
I think
we've had that conversation. Yeah. But you're from up top Delaware.
Well,
I'm from lower Delaware.
See, that's how you know. So that's how you know he's from Delaware. So there's 3 counties.
Okay.
Right. There's Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex.
Yep.
So if you live in Sussex, they call it unfortunately lower.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is what it is.
That's what they call it.
Sussex County, lower. But you know what? That's all right because I got out. Yeah.
He made it out. All right.
And came here.
Amen. Look at God.
Look at God.
Won't he do it?
Oh, yeah. Don't give me
but the struggle was real. It wasn't easy.
But you made it.
I almost got caught out. It's just when you get to Delaware, sometimes it's hard to get out.
Where are you from in Delaware then?
Well, I went to school in Dover at Del State, and then I lived in Newark, Newcastle for a couple of years.
The upper side.
Yeah, so after I graduated, I stayed for a couple more years. But originally I'm from New York, so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's all up north, and it's just tragic sometimes with that conversation. He's so northern. It's just
my father graduated from Del State.
Good school, right?
Good stuff.
Oh, come on. Give it up for his alma mater.
Give it up for the 302. Come on, Delaware. Shout out to Sussex County, though.
I love it.
Shout out to Kent County. Shout out to Delaware as a whole.
Yes, it looks like we're out.
Shout out.
We're evenly matched here.
Shout out to the first state where we don't pay, taxes, sales tax.
Really?
Oh, really?
Our beaches are beautiful, though.
I haven't even been. I need to go.
I didn't know that. Beautiful.
I have not been. I would love to visit.
We have casinos.
Oh, they're building a casino in Charlotte. P.S. They are building a casino there, and I was ready for it.
So
I like the casino.
One of the biggest Apple stores is in Delaware because
fun fact,
because everyone drives down there for tax-free shopping.
Yeah.
Oh,
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
When I moved here and I realized that you guys didn't have the lottery, I said, "What is this?" And we grew up with the lottery. It was like y'all didn't have y'all were kind of behind. Yeah,
we just kind of started,
and then they stopped the free sales tax thing here. We used to. It was a thing here.
This back to school weekend.
Yeah, it was a thing.
I mean, were you really saving money?
Probably not. No,
probably not.
Really.
The prices were just. That's fine. It's fine though.
It was just a reason to go to Haynes Mall.
Really, it was, which is no more right now. It's so awful in there. I went in there. It was just nothing but exercise. It's nice little
very
30-minute
different.
Walk.
It's like Marketplace Mall. It's the same thing.
Technically, yes.
Marketplace.
Cookie House do better with your cookies. What did you do?
It's the same. They're too thin.
Allegedly, the cookies are bad. We're going to say allegedly. I don't know about that because the last time I had a cookie, it was good.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm getting the wrong baker at the wrong time.
And it was mighty warm.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the Cookie House cookies forever.
We all give second chances.
You're right.
They saw the celebrity walk in. They said, "Oh, we have to do better. Get the good stuff out. Get the good stuff out."
America, I am not a celebrity. I am just
kidding me.
Somebody that no one knows.
Do better, you guys.
No
real
one knows
quick.
who I am. I'm just me.
Yeah. That's what they say. That's what they say.
So where are we starting with Brittany tweet of the week?
Let's go with tweet of the week because I have a banger. I'm so excited.
Come on.
I've got a banger for you guys for
tweet
of the week. Tweet of the week. Hey.
Tweet of the week.
Hey. Tweet of the week. Hey. All right. I like that. Love our intro.
Brittany, go ahead. You said you got a banger.
I have a funny one. I found this today and I thought it was so hilarious. So our tweet of the week comes from Muted Argue With Yourself. I thought that was funny. And she said, the girls get BBLs and sell y'all workout plans. And you know how bad I want a BBL, child. You know how I'm looking for Dr. Miami.
I hate you.
So that hit home. That sounds like a business investment to me. When you get a BBL, don't it? It sounds like a business investment. It sounds like something that you could really invest in.
Yeah.
I'm here to let you know that I support all things body improvement.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know what's so funny? I actually had a conversation with him.
Dr. Miami?
Yeah, I used to, so like listen, listen. So let me just say, this is before he became like this big guy, and he was on. So he's really cool. He's really a cool guy. So I said, do men come in and get these? He was like, not much, but they're kind of secretive. And I was like, that's nice because I'm not. I don't have an issue because I'll lay on the table if I need to.
I'll get right on the table.
Listen,
I'm ready to be.
But I'm all for dad bod. I have nothing against that if that's how it is. I'm all for body positivity.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the end of the day, if you want a little nip tuck,
that's right. And
I'm all for the nip in the tuck.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for the nip in the tuck.
Just not go too crazy.
But I did hear that the BBLs are killing the girls.
They are.
And they're not telling us.
I wonder why.
I mean,
because they're overstuffing it. Have you seen the process?
I have not.
When you're getting something done on black market, you know,
yeah. I would never go black market. I would definitely go to professional. But I want some sculpting.
Brazil.
Oh, that's where people are dying.
Yeah. So you do know that there are regulations amongst states. So North Carolina does not allow only but so much to be removed.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird how they like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of people leave the state. They go out of the country or they go to Miami because those states have different regulations. So you only can remove so much. Like if you get a tummy tuck, they only will allow you to remove so much of the fat. Is that stupid? Like, who are you? Don't tell me how much fat
I'm not surprised.
I want to do all of it.
Science. Go on and let that happen. I don't want it anymore.
Figure it out. I don't want it anymore.
I'm getting a BBL so I can be snatched.
But it's only the magic only lasts till midnight Cinderella. So at the end of the day, so I'm just here to let you know when they snatch you in,
I'm gonna blow up like a pumpkin,
sis.
I'm a Mr. Clumper.
All I'm saying as a disclaimer.
Oh my God,
Cinderella.
We're shaving things away. But if you're going to continuously go to Biscuitville, Bojangles,
I don't even go to Biscuitville or Bojangles. I like First Watch, and I eat the food if that's what it takes.
That's not Canadian bacon.
I'm gonna eat the food.
At the end of the day, things do come back.
I'm going to do my best.
And then that's why you see these girls with their butt is like sitting. It's like a trunk.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
all that Thanksgiving just goes back there.
Oh, it just goes back
all them fat
there.
cells are back there.
Oh,
but
my God.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Just try it and see what happens.
I'm going to do
Just
it.
try it. See what happens. Let us know, friends.
Go on and do your little workout. Do your little squats. Just maintain it.
Brittany, all I know is don't you start doing workout videos and stuff after you get this thing done. This is how you do it.
Wearing a waist trainer.
Come on, Jess Hilarious. Don't you do that.
Talk about in partnership with.
It's gonna be the tea for me. It's the tea.
No, you better
I'm gonna be selling all the detox teas.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna get on and do all the workouts, the waist training, everything that needs to be done.
But are you going to be covered up from neck down because holiness is still right?
Holiness is still right.
I don't know if that's.
And I will have on layers upon layers.
First lady, have you seen her hats?
Yes.
First lady over here, boy. I tell you, Sunday.
I do the best I can, you guys.
My friend invests.
I invest on Sunday morning.
Be careful about those in the pulpit. Moving on.
Anywho, Phanice, what is your tweet of the week? I came with our guest today.
Yeah, did you have a comment?
He's trying to be a permanent staple on the show.
I was gonna say hashtag ad Brittany is a different type of Brittany.
It is.
Ad revenue comes in. Y'all will not be complaining when we be paying them checks and everything like that. Y'all will not be complaining when the checks start rolling in.
That's what she said.
Don't have your BBL come out with like the patches like NASCAR. That would be nasty.
Absolutely. Booty by YouTube. Arms by Nestle. Okay. I'm doing everything. GM on my back. What do you want?
GM on my back.
GM was on my back.
That visual is wild.
Okay.
That is so
Y'all get on my nerves.
Kojic soldiers.
Oh
my God.
Get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves.
That's funny.
Please go ahead. I'm through.
So mine says, who is the real queen of the sea? Let's argue. And it has a picture of Ariel from Little Mermaid and Moana. And it says, Moana left her family to save her village in the ocean. Ariel left her family for it. Don't ever disrespect Moana again. Period.
Tis true.
Ma'am, I'm going to listen. First of all, how can you say that about Ariel? Listen. She said, I don't want a fin. I want something with legs.
No, she saw that man. She was I need that.
Ma'am, she said she wanted 3 legs. She didn't want 1. And that's what she got.
Ariel said she was with the swirl.
Okay.
She definitely was.
Okay. And I like a woman who knows what she wants. And she went after that thing, did she not?
She did. She also gave her voice up, which I'm like, ma'am, you had a beautiful voice.
She was bamboozled. She was bamboozled.
She did. That's what happened to Alicia Keys. Low key, that's what happened to Alicia Keys. She got with Swiss Beats and she stopped singing. She can't sing no more.
Well, she always could.
She got with that woman's husband and the Ursula took their voice out. Ursula said, come on, get back.
I'm sorry, that relationship had expired.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like how she didn't steal nobody's husband. The relationship had expired.
Mashonda and
Mashonda was with Swiss Beats.
She took any chance of her getting her man back when she took him to the Museum of Modern History for his birthday. Well, she rented out the whole thing for him.
But they're friends. They have great co-parenting.
I bet they are friends.
Yes.
We're Cosby.
Yeah, that check clear.
Yeah,
that check
absolutely.
clear. You
no
gotta
complaints.
I'm more than sure she's getting alimony.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It has to be.
You gonna take care of me.
That verse is
what you gonna do?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just like Ariel or Ursula, it happened just the same way. She took her voice box back.
She did it for that man.
For that man.
She did that.
Men can do crazy things.
It was so much more to that story than a man. She wanted a new life. She wanted to break free. She was in a box. She wanted to get away from that control. Get into it. Get into the nuances of the whole storyline? I dare you.
Ariel was a whole princess.
Ma'am.
She was a whole princess.
She didn't want to be a princess. She wanted to be free.
Free of what?
It's giving very Meghan Markle.
You were a teenager, baby.
It's giving very Meghan Markle.
You didn't need that man.
But listen.
It's giving very underage is what it's
but
giving.
Listen, hey.
I'm just saying.
Talk about nuance.
Come on.
It's a woman that knows what she wants.
She's a girl that was captured
and she says
and manipulated.
She says she was not experienced. She wasn't experienced.
She wanted to be, though.
And
that's
she
why
wanted to be.
She wanted to be a part of his world.
And that's exactly what he did.
That's just,
he made
it was
her part
them
of
teenage
her
hormones. That's all it was. She was like, you know what? I'll give up my voice for that.
But you know, that's what happens. But that's what happens in the real world, though. Let's think about it. Let's translate it into the real world. You know, when you try to shelter a child and you try to protect them from all those things, they seek something that smells a little different. And guess what? They go after it. So it's like at the end of the day, as parents, sometimes you have to just go on and let them test the water sometimes. Let them fly away a little bit. Because at the end of the day, they make those mistakes like giving away their voice because you try to protect them from all the things.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your voice, sweetie. You don't want to lose your voice. Don't lose your voice.
Don't lose your voice. That's a message. That's a message. This is a minister.
Oh, that was a word.
This is a minister.
Don't lose your voice.
Don't lose your voice.
Don't lose your voice for that.
Congregation, I want you to turn to your Bible. Please turn to your Bible. They don't say, they say Bible.
Oh,
Please turn to your Bible.
Yes.
Turn to your neighbor and say, don't lose your voice.
Don't lose your voice.
Turn to your other neighbor and say, you've lost your voice. Seek some tea.
He's giving the saints laryngitis. Come on. The devil is busy. With God. Thank God.
You know what?
My corner.
No, y'all too much. It's too much.
Ooh, yes.
Y'all are carrying. Y'all are carrying on.
Listen, I'm ready to get it off your chest because I'm ready to get some things off my chest. We done been to church. Now I'm ready to go back into the word because I'm upset about a few things. Okay,
get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
I'm ready.
She's very upset.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, friend. Tell them why you mad.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. Okay, and I've been thinking about this for a mighty long time.
Ooh,
I have went to a certain store for a certain item.
What is it?
And I was so mad.
What's the store?
Okay.
Call it out.
Come on. I went over there. My first mistake was riding over to North Point, thinking I had any business over there in that part of the township.
Wait a minute.
Over there at the North Point
Wait a
office
minute.
depot. I did.
Depot?
I went to the office depot.
Absolutely
and I
not.
got in the office depot and I said, hello, I need a certain item. And the girl looked at me and she was like, yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is, I mean, I hadn't gotten 2 words in edgewise. And the girl behind the desk obviously got this job off Indeed and did not care whether or not she worked.
Let's not play Indeed. It's not Indeed's fault. It's not Indeed's fault.
Nobody called her references. Nobody vetted her. She just started that day. She put in the application and she started that same day. Okay. She looked at me and she said, I can't get up. She was like, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to do. I'm like, are you not a print specialist? Are you not a print specialist? I came here to print an item and you are the print specialist. Help me print it, girl.
She didn't know how to print?
Help me help you. Put it in the machine and push the print button. And she looked at me and she said, but I'm saying, what I'm saying is they're going to feed. So what you want me to do? I'm like, girl, I hear what you're telling me. But what you're not understanding is just print the copy so I can see that it's not going to work. Maybe what you print may work for me. I mean, it's not that deep. It's not that hard. Push the print and let me see.
What's a button?
Child, when I tell you I was ready for go, I was ready for her to leave. I said, you are very nasty. You are very rude and very nasty.
Is that what you said to her?
And very nasty.
Sounds like you might need to get your own printer.
I got a printer, but I wanted it to be big, and she was like, not printing the size I wanted to print.
You wanted it big.
But I did want it to be a larger size. Oh. But I went over to FedEx. Shout out to FedEx.
A girl that knows what she wants.
Yeah. I went over to FedEx and Thruway Shopping Center.
Size is not really all that important.
I went over to FedEx and Thruway, and if you know anything about Thruway, it's a better part of town. We can all agree.
Yes.
I went to Thruway.
Allegedly.
The customer service was allegedly.
A little razzle dazzle.
You know, it ain't us. It wasn't us that helped me. I went over there to FedEx, and guess what they did? They got me in, they got me out, and they were just spot on with the service. Now, FedEx has its trials and tribulations, but my interaction with them 100% was top notch. Top notch from the beginning to the end. I had no problems. I had no difficulties. They were nice. They were professional. And it was just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, over at the office depot, everybody, they just got off the pipe. I'm like, did you just quit smoking today? Was today the end of your addiction? Because you're getting on my nerves.
Depot.
I'm over it.
Come on. I love it.
I've said my piece. I've said my 2 cents.
You did that.
I've said my 2 cents. That's what y'all asked me for on the show, and I gave it.
Give it, friend.
I'm done.
Give it.
I quit.
Give it.
Why were you on that side of town again?
Yeah. Over at the North Point?
Oh, yes.
I was riding through, and I thought that would be the best place to get it.
Yeah.
But I don't like going over there because they're on potholes and carrying on.
I would say, don't they look closed though? They look very much
empty.
closed.
It goes back to that. You know, when things look sketchy, why do we insist on proceeding?
I don't know.
We gotta give them a chance.
I don't know. The key word, it looked closed.
It did.
It's just my car in the parking lot.
We have got to stop it.
It was just you. What did the employees drive over here? Did y'all catch the
the
same
employees
bus?
don't even have a car.
Did y'all all catch the same bus to come to work today?
They did.
It's just my car here. So how did you get here? How did you come to work today?
They did a ride share.
I will say that customer service is a lost commodity.
It is.
It's not a thing anymore.
And people are not working right now, so they're short staffed.
Clearly.
You know, they're giving people those jobs that just want them because they're not getting the unemployment. Those who are not, really the ones who are really working and the ones who did not benefit from the unemployment. But I think these companies are desperate and they're not filtering them.
They're not.
But customer service is really big. I mean, listen. I'm one of those people where I try to be calm.
Yeah.
You know, I just think to myself, let me just count. Let me count the team because I know she ain't get attitude with me. Because
I didn't.
So can I share? Can I share a situation?
Please,
I just want to share with something that got off my chest. So I decided that I needed a business checking account. And the current bank that I was dealing with at the time did not have business checking accounts. So I opened up another account with another bank. And so I went to this particular bank that I have been banking with for the past 9 years. And I said, I would like to withdraw my funds. Oh. And I just want to leave $100 in there. And she said, are you closing the account? I said, well, if I'm leaving $100 in there, that doesn't mean I'm closing
Come on, common sense.
But I do want to pull the money out of the Christmas club as well. Whether I'm going to have to close that one. What was her response? So she hands me the slip and she throws it at me.
Oh! No. Oh my God. Not threw it at you.
So I have discovered this peace that passes all understanding.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mighty peace.
Oh, my God.
Like and I tapped into it.
Yes, you did.
And so I asked her, I said, hi, Patricia.
Not her name.
I'm just going to introduce myself again. My name is Nathaniel. And I'm going to give you back this piece of paper. And I want us to do this reenactment again. Hi, Patricia. I want to close the Christmas club and withdraw all my funds and leave $100. And I want us to do this process again. Mm-hmm. And she had an attitude, but she did do it right the next time because she saw the look on my face. She felt that energy.
Absolutely.
That peace.
Absolutely.
That passes all understanding. And then she had an audience because I think everyone else around saw that I was trying to get myself together. So I think we just have to learn how to deal with people. It's a way of words.
It is. It is.
You have to stop, regroup.
Absolutely.
Tap into that peace.
Yeah.
And then you proceed.
She would have felt
I like that. I like that.
Because she didn't want what was really going to come out. All the work that I had worked on, all that I worked on was about to be gone.
Yeah.
I love that.
Be gone.
All that
tap into that peace.
I
love that. I love that because I need that for me.
Listen, they're out here killing us. And
they are.
I can't snap like that.
That was for me.
What's on your chest?
Okay, I got a couple. I've been keeping up. I'm going to just do this one. I just want to know why y'all want white groups on Versus so bad.
Oh, there's something.
Why do y'all want
to
always incorporate the white people
into our stuff?
What, EA? Tell me, EA. Inform me.
Help us.
Because I'm gonna tell you why I got a problem with it.
No, I want you to finish your thought.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna challenge you.
Please, please do. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I thought about this, I thought about you challenging me on this, so I can see the future. Apparently,
and the thing is, I feel like it's gonna come off like white savior type of thing, and it's not.
That's fine. I like the forewarning.
The one that I have in mind, I think everybody can get behind. But I want to wait.
But I'm going to challenge you too as well.
That's fine.
I
just feel some. Thank you, because I just really feel some kind of way. Why can't we have anything?
Well, it's not ours anymore.
It's been sold. I know, but it originated with the blacks, right? And all we've had was blacks. Blacks. Why do we have to have NSYNC doing 5 steps, getting tired? Justin don't want to sing with them no more. Backstreet Boys, I love y'all, but y'all getting up there in age, and it's just getting tired.
They look very coked out.
I don't, because that's all y'all want to do.
They talk about Backstreet Boys.
I love them, but they're getting up there. Now, don't get me wrong. I love both groups. I love songs from both groups. I'm saying I don't want to see Dream up there for whatever reason and Danity Kane up there trying to battle it out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see NSYNC and Backstreet Boys up there battling it out. I don't want to see John B singing 2 songs that we all know. Don't nobody know B-sides of John B.
But John B was R&B.
He was, but he was going to be up there.
Still a white man.
He's still a white to mine, and I don't want to see it.
He's whitish.
I know top, maybe 3 or 4 songs
I know that one
of John B.
Well, I was a fan, so I had the whole album.
Okay, see, the exception.
Yeah. But I'm a music head, unfortunately.
I love it.
And I love all genres.
I just want to know why we can't keep it in the community. Yes, it might have been sold, I get that. But I'm saying, why can't we just have the blacks?
Have something for ourselves.
There's a plethora of black groups that we can choose from. I don't think we'll run out of blacks to sing with.
Has Ja Rule went yet?
Ja who?
Oh.
I think Ja Rule deserves a chance.
No, he hasn't. And
I think Ja Rule deserves a chance.
Ja Rule
so who would you like to see Ja Rule go against?
That's what I'm saying. Who?
Because there's only one person that we need to see.
Exactly. 50
and that's
Cent.
never going to happen.
I believe it should.
If in anything 50 Cent has to
if
say.
Jeezy and Gucci Mane could put aside their beef and do a versus, I don't know.
Was it quite a side though?
50.
Was it a side?
It wasn't a side, but it was still a show.
He said we smoking on his boy tonight. I was like, dang. Well,
allegedly he did apologize.
What was your point about Phanice's thing?
Yes. What were you gonna say?
I want to hear this defense.
So the only person that I didn't say white people. I'm not saying groups, but the only one that I feel like that could really sell really, really well is Justin Timberlake versus Usher.
Ooh. I don't want to see that. EA.
EA.
Oh,
I was on your side.
Not the chuckle.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at impact,
I feel
like I don't know. I can't think of anybody that Usher would be able to go against.
Chris
Brown. No.
Oh no, I don't want to see that.
But Chris Brown has surpassed Usher. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he has.
That's a hot take. I like it. I like the hot take. I don't have a dog in that fight.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I am a Chris Brown fan, and I am an Usher fan. Mm-hmm. I am not so much a fan of Justin Timberlake. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I am a Janet fan as well. And after that situation,
I'm a Janet fan.
I am a Janet fan. But you know, there are a lot of people in verses that they left out. Nas, who is one of my favorite rappers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nas, but who could he go against? But you got these are legendary, not legendary, legendary rappers.
Correct.
Who have bars.
Correct.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just me.
That's a different battle.
I mean,
that's a different battle.
Yeah,
for sure.
Anybody who's like it's all it's gonna be is just the like the run, like right before they drop something. All they're gonna do is just like go through their little circuit and stuff like that. And that's it. So
and the collaborations, but you got to also think like back then, like a lot of those, even with Usher, they had a lot of collaborations, a lot of writing. You know, and I mean, so
I think it's gonna turn into just like people by themselves, like blinking friends, like.
They did the D'Angelo battle. Did y'all see the D'Angelo?
I did watch that.
Oh, but that was classic. But that, and it's so crazy, the whole D'Angelo thing. I actually found myself falling back in love with his music because I had to go back and tap back into that thing because it was different because I was like, where has he been? He's been, MIA for a minute. And it's like, gosh, I remember that. And it's crazy when you hear a song that you haven't heard in a while because it takes you back to that where you were, that place you were, that mindset you was in. And I appreciate it.
Do that.
He's still a beautiful chocolate man.
Absolutely.
Not a beautiful chocolate man.
All right. You're married.
I'm so excited because our next segment is coming up. It's called Gimme a Minute. Stay tuned for our next segment. We'll be right back.
And we're back.
Hey, welcome back.
To Gimme a Minute. So, we want to talk, it is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. We just wanted to sit here and just talk and chit-chat and kiki a little bit. Just about, everything. A little bit of everything. So let's get into it, Britt.
Life, love, and these men. I'm sick of them.
Ooh.
What y'all think?
Ain't you?
I'm sick of them. Okay, ask me. Okay, this is a question I have. Okay, so you are single.
Yes.
Not married.
No.
Phanice being a married woman. I want to talk about consistency with these men.
Oh.
For a little piece of time.
Ooh.
Get into it.
I'm so over it with the inconsistency. Is it just my age that's speaking, or is it something that we're all finding?
Well, I'm not an expert because I do believe I agree. Consistency is something that is lacking.
Thank you.
But I really don't know. It's like it's almost like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Like why is it so hard for consistency?
Thank you.
And I don't know. I think, and it's so funny because one of my clients today was like, all of the men that she graduated with are not married. And like she's in that, late 40s going into her 50s.
Really?
And some of them are not married. Either they got married young and they're divorced. And I said, I think it's that idea of commitment. But I also think it has something to do with the idea of marriage too. And I think we need to get back to this whole thing of making marriage what you want marriage to be. And stop making marriage what the world wants marriage to be. And the way you love may not be the way I love. And if it works for you, make it work. And I think that men and women both need to be honest about what they want. And I think that's a conversation that we just don't have about really what you want. What are your desires? Teach me how to love you. You teach me how to love, how to love you back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we have these conversations and we're honest.
Supposedly. But men are not given that platform to be honest.
Oh, talk about that. Okay, so tell me, how are men not given that platform?
I think women, there is a platform, but I think men are judged. I really do feel like men are judged saying, this is who I am, this is what I want. And I think a woman should be open to listening. And a man should be open to listening to her as well. And I think these conversations are not happening in the beginning of the relationship, in the courting stage. This is who I am. Right. Like, can we be raw? Like, my thing is, let's just be raw. Like, if you like to be touched a certain way, you need to say that. A man can't read your mind. But also, a woman can't read a man's mind either. You can't assume that a man wants something because the man before him wanted it. Those are two different men.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. And I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. But tell me this. Are you finding in your love life, because this is what we talk about in the show. Yeah. So are you finding that that you're being honest and it's just not being reciprocated? Like, what are you finding like in your dating, going out? What is this? I'm just keeping honest. Men are trash. So are you finding that they're trash or not? Are you sifting through trash like I am? Are you dumpster diving like I am?
So listen,
because I am.
I have been in the swamp. I've kissed many frogs, and there are no princes.
No princes.
So,
they be lying to us.
Yeah. So, but I really do. I'm an old soul. I've always been an old soul. So, and I think that I've always been a mature individual too. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I have not had my immature moments,
right?
But at some age, when I like 19, 20, I was a little bit more forward thinking than the people that I was interested in, and I just find that. I think I just have an expectancy, and I'm not going to lower that. It's just like, for a prime example, this particular guy. Anyway,
what was that about?
Yeah. Anyway, older, has been married in the past. Divorced. He has children. So I'm thinking this man is much more mature.
Yeah.
So I have an issue when you text me GM. Call it being meticulous. I don't like GM. I don't know what GM is. Is that general manager? Is that grandmother? If you're saying good morning to me, I need you to spell that thing out to me. Good morning. Because I'm worth it. I'm worth that good morning.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. I need you to use your words. And his response was, well, I got young kids. I'm just hip. Okay, that makes you cool. I love that for you. Yeah. That you're cool with your children. Yeah. But however, with me, I need you to use your words.
Okay.
And it's just like maybe that was being petty. I don't know, but I'm just here to help you evolve.
Right.
Because I feel like in a relationship, it's just not about
Was that
sex.
the deal breaker for you?
It wasn't the deal breaker. The fact is that he consistently kept doing it. I didn't see, and it was short lived. And he was one of those individuals who was just like, I don't know. He just annoyed me.
Why did he annoy you?
He just annoyed me.
Okay.
And anyway, but I'm an energy person.
Right.
So I'm an empath anyway, which some people don't know what that is. But an empath is a person who attracts energy. I can read energy. I can read a person. I can come into a room and I don't even know anyone, and I can instantly tell when something is off about someone. And I sensed something. It was just like something ain't right about this man. Something ain't right. And he didn't even live here. He lived between like Texas and St. Louis. Don't ask me all about that. Those are like two separate states.
That's far away too. Texas and St. Louis.
Yeah, but St. Louis was his hometown.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
He's on the run.
But on the run. But no, he seems to like what I see on social media, and that's another thing too. You have to be careful about what you see on social media. Yeah. Because what you see on social media, what you see in person is two different things.
So what do you mean he was catfishing you?
No, I'm not saying he was catfishing me. I'm just saying what I saw on social media seemed to be like a man who had himself together, but when it came time for the conversation, there was something off.
What he was looking for.
Yeah, it was a little something off. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you. I just feel like, oh my God, am I going to be single? But honestly, I've never been in a relationship either.
Really? Ooh, tell us.
Never been in a relationship.
Like long term, or are you telling us?
Never been in a relationship. I guess I'm the ugly duckling.
No,
but listen, no, I don't know. But no, I've never been in a relationship at all.
Really? Like, is this are you saying single by choice, or are you saying single by I just haven't found the one, but I'm out here dating?
There are many people to have sex with.
Okay.
Absolutely. But there's a difference in having a connection. Right. And I don't know. I'm just one of those people, even if you're going to have sexual relations with someone, I still think that there needs to be a level of connection with the individual. I have never been one to just have free fall sex with anyone. Right. That's just not me. Yeah. I'm not judging nobody who can do it. I commend those people who can just be free.
Be free with themselves.
And can just, live. I'm like, get your life, sis. Get your life, homie. But I don't know. I'm all about a spirit too, because people have a spirit.
Come on. Talk about this. Talk about that.
The soul tie conversation.
Soul ties, you got to be careful because you don't know who that person been connected
to.
Yeah.
Prior. And you done let that thing slip into your bed.
You did that.
People got some snakes attached to them in their garden.
Listen.
And I'm always concerned about that thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about you.
My body's a temple.
You cute and all. Yeah. But why you single? And I always question that. Why you meet somebody real?
But you gotta.
That's not when you meet somebody real attractive. You be like, why you single?
But you single.
I'm so weak.
I know, but it's like.
But wait.
Don't mean nothing.
But not
I question that. I question a good looking person. I mean, I'm like, why are you single?
Exactly. They can say that same about you though.
Yeah, but I'm busy.
You're not that busy.
But some people just hoes.
Yeah.
And again, we are in a season where we're not going to hoe shame people.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because I encourage you to do that thing, get that out your system. Because when you come over here,
right.
I don't want that. Right. I can be your hoe.
Right.
Come on. Yes, I can.
I can do all those things.
Oh my God.
Because listen, y'all know I work with women all the time. I deal with women all the time. So at the end of the day, I am a man. Mm-hmm. And you know, sometimes I have to introduce some things to these women. I'm like, listen, hey, you know, try something new with this man. Mm-hmm. You know, he ain't gonna tell you he might not like that, but try it.
You giving tips at the salon now?
Listen.
You giving tips at the salon?
Listen, I'm over here in the salon. Listen, my motto is I'm building confidence, saving marriages, and tapping into inner superhuman power. So at the end of the day, I'm all for
good. That's good.
Listen, I'm all
That'll work for me.
I'm all for it. So, and I think that at some point, even with marriages, I think people just lose sight.
Yeah.
You know, you being in a marriage for so long, the sex drive is not there anymore. The passion's not there. And I think that's really, I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like it's a business. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like this person ain't my friend.
A lot of marriages are mergers, though. A lot of marriages aren't just that. They're mergers. They're two people that agree, right? Yeah. That we're at the same place in our lives. We're doing the same thing. Financially, it makes sense. We're in the same demographic, right?
Yeah, maybe. You know, everybody not equally yoked. Everybody not in the same demographic.
Not equally yoked, but we sort of speak the same languages. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's a problem. People get married who are not speaking the same language.
That is a problem.
Yeah. They're falling in love with the infatuation of it all. Some people are in a marriage for the wedding, but they're not in it for the marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want my partner to be my homie. I want him to be my friend.
Correct.
I want that person I can laugh with, I can cut up with, argue with, and still we can make love and get back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want it to be this thing where we got this tension where we can't really, like, I want to be fun with you.
Yeah.
Right.
I want us to build an empire. I want us to just take things to another level. You know, that's just me. And maybe I'm just seeking too much.
No, it doesn't sound like a lot to me.
Maybe that's like a fantasy that's not going to happen.
No, it is not.
I don't think it's not going to happen.
It's attainable.
I do think it's attainable, but...
It is.
But I think it's going to look a little bit different than what you had in mind.
Absolutely.
Possibly.
And I know that to be true. Because what I had in mind is sure as hell didn't happen. Yeah. Luther lied to me. Whitney lied to me.
Luther.
Patty lied to me.
We are looking for the fairy
Gladys
tale,
lied to me.
Gladys.
You hear me?
All of y'all lied.
The only one that kept it real was Phyllis Hyman and Billie Holiday.
Yeah, come on. The only ones.
The only ones.
Oh my God. I agree. I think it's going to look a little different than what it was. And I think everybody is a liar. And I think it's going to be a little bit more of a find for you. And for me, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a exploration because I have the same sort of experience when it comes to guys and love and relationships. I want somebody that I can build with, grow with, you know, grow spiritually with. I want that in my life. But I'm not finding it.
But we got to loosen the chains too. We have to loosen the chains when it comes to relationships. I think we have this. I believe that when you get into this union, that man still is an individual. Let that man be an individual. Let that woman be an individual. Let that man go hang out with his boys.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If homecoming comes and he wants to go to the club, go. Let him
ahead.
go. Wow.
Please go.
And you ain't got to be there.
And I don't like that. I don't want you sitting up under me.
Please go.
Oh my God. And I don't want that either.
Please don't sit up under me.
I do not want somebody that
have
is
your own
all
life.
up on me. Where you at? I don't.
Don't text me every
well
day, all day.
No,
have your life, have your
I
friends.
do like the check-ins though.
I do like the check-ins for sure. Know that I'm alive.
I do like that. I do like that little. What you doing?
But it better not be the. Can you stand the letters, or do you need? What are you doing?
I want description because that keeps things spicy. You know what I'm saying? That I'm thinking of you.
Francis, spell it out. Spell it out. I'm tired of that.
He don't want no abbreviations.
Yeah.
No LOL. I laugh out loud.
Ha 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 ha.
What no? some stuff I can't stand you. Ja. That reminds me of speaking to somebody who's one of my little Spanish person. I'm like, ja. But no, I some things I will get by. But I just feel like with relationships, I think we needed to start looking at relationships differently.
Yeah.
And I too had to like break down that wall. Like, you know, but everybody just has their own way of doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it. I'm all for rediscovering another way of loving.
I have a question for you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that. How can we as Black women, because we are both Black women.
We are Black women.
How can we as Black women be better allies to the community? How can we do this? Because we're so close, right? We're just out here trying to love these trash men. So how can we, right, have the conversation with the community and then be better aligned?
I think the first thing starts with realizing that we're still human. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the whole part. Once you strip away the sexuality, you realize that we're human. And I hate to compare it to white and Black, but at the end of the day, it's a human thing.
Right.
The way I love has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a human.
Right.
It's just I love differently. And I think people are just afraid of that. And I just think being an ally is just taking the time out to say, hey, let me talk to you. Let's have a conversation.
For sure.
Let me get to know you and let's build this bridge of what I didn't know and you will realize that, wow, we are more alike than we are unlike, Maya, Angelou. You know, come on now, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is, and it's never really been women. For me, it's always been other Black men.
Really?
Other Black cis, men.
Yeah.
That I've always had the issue with, especially growing up, being teased and bullied. And I still have this fear of walking in a room with men.
Really?
Yeah, it's like if I'm in a room with men, like it's always that okay, this PTSD. What's gonna happen? I know they got a comment.
Do you find yourself changing your language, changing your stance?
I've gotten so much better with that now.
Really?
Like it's like now, I can't do it because it's like this is not a Tyler Perry play. I can't continuously live on this script of life to make you feel comfortable because you feel like because I stepped into the room, I have attacked your masculinity. And that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You feeling uncomfortable with me has everything to do with you.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it does.
Because
yes, it does.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So and me being uncomfortable is not the fact is that I don't want to be around these people. It's just the fact, do you see me as an equal?
Yeah.
I'm a man. I can be a homie too. Sure,
right.
we don't sleep with the same type of people, but who I sleep with don't make you, it ain't nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just getting back to that grounds of just saying, hey, we're just human. And I love the fact that even when I went to Winston State, there were some dudes
Come on, Ram.
Rams is in the building.
Ram.
I mean, shout out to Winston-Salem State University.
University.
Listen, we have come out the turban on that. Listen, come on, Ram.
Come on,
Listen.
you ain't a Ram. Then you ain't.
What? Listen, and I am so excited that I graduated from Winston-Salem State University.
He's an alumni.
Alumnus.
Come on.
He's an alumnus.
Yes, alumnus. And I'm so proud to say that.
So you don't find yourself shrinking in this state.
I don't find myself shrinking, but
I have a question for EA too. I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead, yeah.
But EA, I want to graft you into this conversation.
Sure.
Because do you find yourself giving off a little more vibrato when there is someone that is clearly of the LGBTQI plus community in your presence? Or do you find yourself, your friends, do you find yourselves changing or offering up a little bit more?
No, because for me, like I just grew up with people in my family, who are outwardly gay, who identified as gay, and it's just been kind of natural for me. Like people are people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm off the vibe. Like if you don't pass the vibe check, then that's what my issue is.
So a lot of bring it back to what you were saying, just that energy.
It's energy, but I like what he said. Is that the fact is that it was his upbringing that prepared him to be a man of substance.
Right. But what I will say is probably an issue is the fact of accountability, right? Because I can't pass my views on someone else, right? So if I'm in the barbershop, right, and I'm in a chair, and then someone walks in, and then you hear a comment, right? If for me, like I'll probably say, like, all right, come on now, like, you know what I mean, like depending on the situation, like it's just like because then I'm also like the New York that minds his own business, like it ain't nothing to do with me. But I mean, I feel like that's like the biggest issue.
So you're holding your friends and those around you accountable
like
for their conversation?
People who are around me in particular. Like, I gotta check people when they using words and stuff like that. Like, I check people all the time.
Wow, that's where it starts.
And I hear it a lot in the barbershop. The barbershop was the biggest fear for me.
Really?
Yeah, that was the biggest. It actually, someone wrote an article about that, and it actually was a short film that was actually made about, you know, the fears of being gay and having the traumas of dealing with the barbershop conversations. And and I've sat, even recently, I've sat in the chair and I've heard conversations, and it's just interesting. But I try not to judge, because I know at that moment these are men being men in a space where they feel like they can be free. And it's only when I feel the urge to speak up, I will. But normally I keep quiet, because again, I'm on my business, because I'm just trying to get my hair cut.
That's it.
You know, I'm not here to educate you right now.
Yeah.
Now, if you're over my head providing me a service, and you're being disrespectful, then I'm going to pause you, because at this moment your energy is connected to mine.
Come on.
You're a little bit too close to me. And I need to remind you that this is who I am.
Yeah. And
my money spends, and I need you to have an understanding. Thank God my barber ain't like that.
Yeah.
But shout out to my barber in Brooklyn.
Shout out, barber.
Adrian is I love Adrian, and he has a barbershop, and he is like he has to be the first barbershop I've ever went to where it was just like, no, we don't judge here.
Right.
You know, it's all about you. And
there's a new barbershop that just opened up in Brooklyn that I heard that's owned by a gay man.
Oh,
and
good.
Like I gotta find it. Like, I just remember like seeing a couple of my homies like.
But representation matters in that space.
It does, and I think we don't
have enough of that,
right? And I think it's just good to know that even in a barbershop, I felt safe.
Good.
That it feels to know that it's about you. What's going on? It gets to the point where even he'll be sitting and be like, you know, so who you dating? And let me see if I can hook you up with somebody. Listen, pause. Although you do have some cute ones that sit in the chair. But yeah, I think just to bring it all back, I think we just need to start sitting down, having an open mind and a conversation. Right. And I remember we did something like that at Winston-Salem State, and the title of it was called "What Is This Gay Thing All About?" Wow. And Black Men for Change put it on. And this is years ago, and I know they probably got footage of it. Oh boy, did it get out of hand. And a small organization we were just having a panel, and it got out to the community that we were doing this. Yeah. And community people came, the news people came.
Wow.
Needless to say, it was good that we had the conversation.
Yes.
I think we need to continue to have these conversations and continue opening up that box that we try to close and put in a corner, and just say, hey, we human, we can be friends. Yeah. You know, why can't we hang out? Exactly. Why can't I be the homie? Guess what? Gay men play basketball too.
Come on.
I know this, I hope this doesn't come off performative, and I don't want it to. But like, I'm so comfortable with myself. Like, I watch basically Legendary on HBO Max. Like, absolutely. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen, because it's just like, I just appreciate competition. I appreciate like, I was a step master when I was at school and stuff like that. So it was just like choreography and just like doing stuff as a unit. Like, it's just fire to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, it's just it's us. Like, it's, Black people, like, I just for everything Black, and that's just how.
And just like with Legendary, we that can even reel you back into Pose. Like, ballroom scene had everything to do with survival for the gay community. You know, because when you get put out of your real home and your mother doesn't want you anymore, you have to create these families in the streets. And that's how the ballroom scene came about. It was all about survival. Wow. You know, and I'm so thankful for Legendary and Pose and, you know, all of them for just telling that story. You know?
Yeah. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
What good words.
What good words.
My God.
I'm so excited.
He brought it today.
I just can't with our special guest. He's given us wisdom, words of encouragement.
I'm so full.
To the people today. I'm so full. Hopefully you guys have understood and have kept up and been so encouraged. I'm just so happy you came on the show today.
But listen, I encourage you guys to go to the prides.
Yeah,
I do. Hello.
Although I will say that there is we're working on this. There is a sense of segregation when it comes to the gay community. Pride seems to be more associated to white pride.
Wow.
And then there is a black pride. There is something called black pride.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'd love to go.
There's black gay pride, and then there's pride where, but I encourage you to experience both. Yeah. And every state has them differently, and New York is probably the best. Of course. Of course, Atlanta is always going to be second best. Of course. But I encourage you to go and just see the families and see that these human beings are living their lives just like you are, and they're living and they're loving and they're going through life. And I just encourage you and implore you to do that.
Go to Pride, y'all.
I'm so glad we had this conversation.
I'm so glad.
You've given us so much information.
Yes.
Things
so glad you came.
Things I'm so glad I learned from you today. Thank you so much.
We're always learning from each other.
Oh, you are just a blessing.
We have great conversations in the salon.
I love it.
Oh, you are just a blessing to my life.
I love it.
You really are. You really
I love
are.
it.
And he does hair. And when I say he does hair, I'm talking about he do hair.
We're going to put his information in the bio.
Because he do it all.
Look in the description for his info.
It's architecture. We're building things. We're sculpting things.
Well, somebody talk about it like that.
It's more than just, we say, he just do hair. I feel like hair is just watered down. We're building confidence. We're telling stories because we're in film now. We're telling stories. That's what we do. I'm so thankful for the talent. God is good. That's what I'm going to say.
You are very
I'm so
talented.
thankful that God has thought enough of me to bless me with this talent.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he really has. Film, school, television.
You want to promote your socials?
Absolutely. Where can we find you? Where can the people find you?
Where can
they book you?
Listen, the booking is on Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram at hair by Nathaniel, Nathaniel _Jaye.
Yes.
It's not Jaye, Jaye. Mm-hmm. And I'm Nathaniel Jaye on all social media platforms, all your favorite social media platforms, that is.
Yes.
So, and by the way, this is my last year. I'm going into my last year at UNCSA. I'm getting my master's at the School of the
Wow.
He's a master at hair.
So this is my
the master hairstylist.
a little different.
Oh, we got two people with their masters in here.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. That has been a journey. Maybe we'll come back and talk about that journey.
And should
navigating in white spaces as black. That's another conversation.
That's the conversation.
That's real. That's the real one.
White spaces is the whole thing.
It takes a mighty. Oh my God.
Well, while we're here, I'd like to just roll into You Got This while we're here, so we don't got to take a break or anything like that. I'm going to slide this on in here. I was talking to my therapist today. Thank God for her.
Thank God for therapists.
Okay, because y'all are the real heroes out here. And if y'all know, Father's Day had just passed, and I always talk about my dad that I lost or whatever. It's a really hard time, and so she really told me, she gave me some encouraging words today. She was like, people always tell you that things happen for a reason, but in these kind of situations, that doesn't really help. Things just happen. Things just happen, and the whys and things really don't matter because you don't know the answers. Nobody can give you those answers. Honestly, the only people that can answer those things are God. And, at this point, he ain't gonna give me the answer like, this is why it happened, my child. No, my dad passed, and I have to get through that. I have to get through those stages of grief. I have to go through that, not necessarily on my own, but with the help of, God, of course, and my family, my friends, I can get through that. So give yourself that time to grieve. Grieving does not end in 30 days. It does not end in a year. It is an ongoing thing that you're going to have to go through. It's ugly. It sucks, but it's something that is necessary because guess what? If you don't give yourself that time, that space to conquer that grief or to face that grief, it's going to make space whenever it wants to. Okay, so give yourself that time. It's rough, but you can do it. You can face it. You got this. You got this. So we want to thank you again for coming and chatting with us. We love the conversation.
This was fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. Our first guest.
It's all about energy for me. It's the energy for me.
Oh, I'm so glad we were exuding good energy
for me.
Come on.
And shout out to production over here in the corner.
As always.
Production was on it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. And then after that, it's weekly. We're going to be live in 2 weeks. So make sure to come back, join us live. Again, EA, where can they catch us?
You can catch us on the Open Media Twitch channel at twitch.tv /Open Media and the Gimme a Minute YouTube channel.
Really quick, EA, can you do me a favor? My sister's my sister's birthday is coming up.
Please don't.
It was a request.
Special request for Jay-Z.
She wanted Jay-Z to tell her happy birthday. So Jay, just tell her happy birthday. This was her request. I'm sorry, before you do that, I don't know much, but I know how. I had to give that to you, Faye. I love you. Come on, Jay. That's our thing.
What's your sister's name?
Phaedra.
Okay. Yo, Phaedra, it's your boy Jay-Z, it's your boy Hov. I want to wish you a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them talk to take you out. Let them know. You know, turn the music out, turn me down.
Come on,
All right. See you on the 5th.
So weak.
7 o'clock. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Y'all should prepare
Hov.
for that one.